Hello, Nate. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Shanique. She sent your website over to me for analysis, so here that is as promised. Now, first off, you have a beautiful website, money well spent. People will definitely want to click and find out more about your services once they get here. The issue is getting them here, and I can tell you right now that your site is underperforming for the Boise area. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is all stuff you can look up on your own, follow along with me, and you can verify all of this information. Now, first off, after looking at your site, the first thing I do is I use this paid tool to look at the metrics of your site and determine how it has been performing over the last couple of months. Now, next after that, I go and do a regular Google search, in this case, Boise, Idaho roofer, obviously. And it's at this point I need to tell you a little bit about how Google works. Now, Google is going to be responsible for about 93% of your traffic. That's how powerful Google is. And Google has developed an algorithm which determines the placement of absolutely everything on a Google search. Now, from top to bottom. Now, I'll explain about what the algorithm is looking for as it looks at your site as we go along. Now, the first thing is that you're going to have the paid listings at the top. Google calls them sponsored. Underneath that, you're going to find what we call the map pack, and that is so called because, of course, they're attached to this lovely map. Now, these folks have done something that these folks have not done, and that is they have filled out a Google business profile. Now, that profile is kind of like any other profile, except it'll ask you about things about your business. For instance, what year you started, what your daily hours are, and there's going to be some tick boxes, and they're going to ask you to prove that the site you're writing to them about is actually yours. Probably a pretty good fail-safe. Now, anybody could do this, but the truth is, you want the results to be that you get up here in the map pack, because the closer to the top of any Google search you are, there is a monetary value to that. It is definitely something that will benefit your company. Now, underneath that, you're going to find what we call the organic search results. Now, this is sort of organic and sort of not, because of course it's still under the purview of the algorithm. Now, the algorithm is looking for, as I said, several things. One of them being the filling out of the business profile. The second is that the algorithm wants content. Now, content is something that I can show you about really quickly, actually. Let me do this. I'm going to take your website and copy and paste it into this word counter. There we go. You have 792 words. Now, I'm going to show you here that the this company here, let's call them your biggest Google competitor for now, because they're number 1, 2, 3, 4 here in the search results. There they are. That's their site. Now I'm going to do the same for them. I'm going to copy and paste them into this. They have 1,607 words. Now, algorithms are at their base just a series of mathematical calculations. And they do not know what they're looking for. They just know that they have been programmed to look for something. Now, the thing they're looking for is more. More is better. And in this case, they are looking for words. On your home page, the Google algorithm wants you to have 1,500 words. Your competitor has exceeded that, so that's good for them. But you need to double yours in order to achieve that. And it would be better for you if you beat them in whatever this word count is. But all words are not the same. That's the thing that's important to remember. You want to get as many keywords as you can into your text. That is something that the Google algorithm requires. Keywords, and lots of them. And now the keywords are stuff that, words that belong in your industry primarily. But they also can come from Google searches and how people are looking for information about your company. So I'm going to show you, you have 193 and your competitor has 2,200. So there's a bit of catching up there to do. But I'm going to show you what their actual keywords are. That should make it a little bit easier. Boise roofer, obviously. Roofing Boise. You can see there's a lot of variations on a theme here. And so, you want to have those differences satisfied in your website so that the algorithm knows that you're serious about this. And you can see roofing and roofers. The algorithm does not know our language. It does not know that those are two similar words that are related. It just knows it's looking for this and it's looking for that. By the same token, it does not know the difference between companies and company. Singular and plural is not something it knows. So, you want to make sure that what you have on your website is going to be what somebody types into a Google search. For instance, I'll show you very clearly here. I'm going to search for the word best here. You have two of four matches. So you are among the best, seeking a roofer in Boise. You are the best quality workmanship, best to help prevent these issues from happening, and the best roofing services. Now that's what really matters, because if somebody goes to Google and types in that they want the best roofing service in Boise, that means you'll come up. If that wasn't there, that means you won't come up. So that's exactly what happens in all the other searches that people do. They type in words that they want to come up on a search, and those words have to be contained within the website they're looking for, or the website simply won't show up. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you about is your backlinks. Backlinks are where your site appears on a different site, and there is a link back to your site on it. So, for instance, Yelp might be one. Let me show you. You have 56, and they have 163. So, roughly, 3 times the number. Now, I'm going to show you what their backlinks are. Yellowpages.com, Yahoo, Dexnos, I don't know what some of these are. Maybe Web's Country. I don't know. Some of these might be publications in your industry, but some of these are getting kind of low here in terms of the domain rating. You want everything that is, say, 70 and above to be something that you are listed on. And sometimes it's as simple as going and filling out a profile. You do like you do with a Google profile, or sometimes you need to do a little bit more in order to get there. For instance, Angie's List, which is rated at about a 91, is something you would have to pay to be on. Now, I'm not saying you need to pay to be on anything in order to get this domain rating up, but sometimes it might be worth it depending on how your other ratings are going. These numbers here are what they call the domain rating. That shows the strength of a domain's backlink profile, meaning more people refer to this site for information than other sites. This one has a 90, a rating of a 90. Your site, for instance, has a rating of 1.9, which is not bad for a company of your size. So that's something that you just want to make sure you have. You want to make sure that the sites that you are on that refer back to your site have a high rating. Now, here's where the rubber hits the road. 193 and 56 means that you had traffic last month, and traffic means visitors, essentially, of 31. That is down 8 from the month before where you had 39. Now, your competitor had 521 visitors, which is approximately 16 times more than the number of visitors that you had. And of course, that means 16 times more opportunities to get a estimate request, to get a client, and to get money in your pocket, ultimately. So this is something that can be remedied by changing a few of those things. I will summarize them now. 1, fill out the Google Business Profile. 2, get more keywords on your website. And 3, get more backlinks and better backlinks than your competitor. Now, I'm sure that you would rather spend your time roofing than dealing with all of this nonsense in a way. But that's where I'm hoping that you can give Shanique a call, and she would be glad to guide you through the next steps. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great rest of your day.